This is TWiT.
All right, let me show you a couple of things. This is the dongle that comes with this, the world's thinnest notebook computer. I had the predecessor to this, and I loved it, the Acer S7. This is the Acer Swift 7. It is, wow, look how
really thin.
You could cut a steak with that. It is,
and such much
good apt use for it. Yeah,
you deliver. You seem so excited by it. Here,
so it is less than 9 millimeters top to bottom.
Go ahead.
To compare that, the new MacBook Air, 15.6 millimeters. This is fewer than 9 millimeters. And it's actually a beautiful device. It is Windows 10, obviously, with a touch screen. This is a 1080p screen.
If you like shiny black objects that really gather those fingerprints. Actually, I gotta say, it's not.
Speaking of fingerprints, it's got a nice fingerprint reader right there.
Actually, I apologize. I'm not leaving any fingerprints.
No, go ahead and try. You just stop licking your finger and doing it.
No, I rubbed my nose.
No one would do that.
You don't ever touch your nose when you're working on a computer?
Savage.
I have befouled Leo's computer.
A very nice big glass trackpad. This one has LTE built in. I think increasingly I'm going to buy devices that have built-in wireless connectivity.
It's pretty cool.
I love that idea of going out and having a coffee and still being online. 14-inch Gorilla Glass multi-touch display. This one, as equipped, has an i7 in its 7th generation. Don't do that!
It's Gorilla Glass.
He's trying to break my display.
I'm not trying to break your display.
Bezels are fairly small, except for the bottom bezel here, which is a little bit hefty, but you know, that's life in the big city, I guess. And as usual with smaller bezels, the cameras end up in very inopportune places. This Acer has the camera on the bottom of the screen, which, yeah, mainly means like it's looking at my double chins the whole time. I don't like that. This is 8 gigs of RAM. I think you can go up to, can you go up to 16? I think you can on this. But actually, as priced, i7, 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gig PCIe NVMe SSD. That's good. i7, it's $16.99. So it's got a really good price. And I think a very attractive form factor. 2 USB 3.1 Type-C ports on it. Not Thunderbolt, USB 3.1. Headphone jack. Yay, headphone jack. 720p webcam or nostril cam. There's the various configurations. All of them are running Windows 10. Windows 10 Home on the lower end, Windows 10 Pro.
Much like the MacBook Air, these are not going to be speed demons.
These are Y processors, so it's the same kind of Intel processor in here. And there's good reason for that. You want to get the low power processors because, as you might imagine, the battery in this is not massive.
I was surprised how good the keyboard is, which means there's like no Z in this device to stuff a battery.
That's right. It's actually pretty good travel on the keyboard. Much better, I think, than the Macintosh keyboards, the modern Macintosh. Yeah, it's a 32 watt hour, 4580 milliamp hour battery. Just, you know, the Note here is like more than 4,000. This is basically the smartphone battery in this thing. And as you might imagine, I got like typically 3 or 4 hours, maybe 4 hours.
But they say up to 10 hours of battery life.
Up to. I never believe when they say up to.
Right there.
Yeah. Right there. I never got up to that. I got up to about 3 hours.
Ouch.
Well,
that's very 2002.
Here's the deal. It's a good price of $16.99. And if what you want to do is prize thinness over other attributes like speed and long battery life, we know that if you you want a more battery life, you get a bigger computer, right? But if you want something that's really thin, you know what it is? It's
if you want your laptop to be just as frustrating as the phone
it's an executive laptop. And look, it even comes with this nice pouch. This fine pseudo-Naugahyde Acer pouch. I can't say no to this as long as you understand what you're getting. You're getting ultra thin, not great battery life, not great performance.
This is about the aesthetics.
It's about aesthetics. That is the Acer
the aesthetics are nice.
Swift 7. I really liked my S7. Similar characteristics because it was so light, so easy to carry around. You know, that's going to be up to you if you want that kind of thin, light laptop.